Now there's creaking. I didn't know there's gonna be creaking because these are old, but there was a thump. What's up, fam? It's Sugar here.
And Lady Red.
And we actually were on our way to Memphis. So we're gonna take you along on our little journey, a little trip, and yeah, we're gonna go get the highway. What's up, guys? So we stopped at a rest area. I'm so tired.
3 hours away.
From Memphis. I don't know how. I mean, there's only 204 miles left. So we came and took a break. I had to stretch. You know, I'm getting old.
Oh, true.
Oh, God. So we are not doing anything. But right across the street, there's some really, really creepy ones. Well, see, if you can see it. I don't know. It's kind of creepy. And then we got the rest area up in here. Yeah, we're not doing anything exciting. All we've had was Lady Red talking to her feet. I'll make sure I get a tape of that so you can see that. Talking to her feet on the dashboard. That's about it. So yeah, we're gonna get there and then we'll catch up with you tomorrow, and I don't know, maybe we'll be doing something exciting. What's up, fam? Okay, so it's the morning. Super tired. I think I only got like 5 hours of sleep or something. I'm out here watching these kids play with these fireworks, lighting these off. And yep, somebody gonna get hurt. Somebody gonna get hurt. I love kids, but oh God, give me a heart attack. All right, guys, so we are here. I'm here with Shara. Say hi. We got left out here because we're not cool enough. We are at Lady Red's old job in Memphis, Lakeside Behavioral Center, I think, or something like that. And her mom works here too. And so, like I said, we are.
Yeah, we're not cool, so we
got left. So we are back here as a club car. I think we should steal a club car. But anyway, they got their great screening over here, which is really cool, making sure everybody's safe, you know, when they come in here. So that's a good thing for the residents. But Lady Red used to be a chef here. She's still a chef now, but this is where she worked before. So
they have turtles.
Turtles? What kind of turtles? Like real turtles?
They like in the water. They got ducks too. They got animals.
Oh, like a little zoo in there. A little, like a mini zoo or what?
Kind of, but I think it's the ducks just go around. They just found their home here.
Oh, so they have like a thing in the middle, like where it's got little animals, like a little, must be like a little seating area or something outdoors, something like that. We don't have anything really exciting. It's a clear day, humid, real humid, and we're gonna go downtown. What do you guys call that? Bill Street or something like that?
Yeah.
And they have the Memphis Pyramid, so we're gonna check that out. But it won't be nighttime, but I'll try to get some pictures so you guys can see what it looks like at night, which is pretty nice. Other than that, nothing but this guy gonna take the club car. I really want a club car, like really bad. All right, so we will check you later then, right?
All right.
See you later. What is up, guys? It is Sugar back. I am here actually on a trip to Memphis with Lady Red. She's actually spending time with her friends right now, and I wanted to find something interesting to look at while I was down south here. So we are at the Davies Manor Plantation. I am so excited right now because this is a piece of history, guys. And I actually got to come in and tour the place. A lot of the places are closed right now because of COVID. God, that was like rubber baby bubby bumpers. Closed because of COVID. Anyway, so I am here and I actually get to take a tour of the place. Super excited about this, man. I've never stepped foot on a plantation before. It's a part of our history. And yeah, man, let's go check it out. All right, guys, so I'm super excited. The gentleman I just talked to that I set this tour up with, said that they actually have paranormal activity out here, and he actually used to do ghost hunting himself. So he said the main house is pretty active. That's where they have most of everything, and so I'm super excited because it's like a 2-for-1 special, guys. This is really exciting. So I told him we'll probably break out the spirit box. He was like, yeah, it's cool, you know. So we'll see what we're gonna get. So in other words, let's go get him. Alright guys, so I'm actually walking up to the home right now, and this is the home. I'll get some better pictures later for you. But here's the actual entire location. There's a lot of places to look at, but I only have until 4 o'clock. It's going on 2:30 now, so you have no idea. I'm so excited for this.
So what I like to say about this place is that it is a middle-class plantation. So generally when you think about plantation, you think Gone with the Wind, those big old antebellum mansions that go on for days and have room upon room upon room, are big and
Right.
airy. This was a middle-class plantation, a working family plantation. So I like to say, if you're comparing it to today, it's like the dentists and doctors. They're well-to-do, but they're not the super 1% wealthy. It's everyday people. And they owned slaves. They owned about 23 slaves that lived and worked on the property until 1865. And it was an everyday middle-class family that owned slaves. And this is what generally 80% of slave ownership looks like. You don't have tons and tons of slaves on most plantations. Most of them have fewer than 30 slaves. And a lot of times, often way fewer than 30
I thought it
slaves.
was more than that.
No, it's very rare to have a lot of
Wow.
slaves. It's basically that wall right there was not there originally, and everything
Okay.
back this way was not there. This was all just open to the air, which means in
Okay.
the middle of summer, you had the shade and you had the breezeway coming through.
No doors.
Yeah. So it was the coolest place in the house to sit in the summer. It's like an early form of air conditioning.
So in other words, these other rooms would have doors.
They had the doors. So in the winter, they'd shut those doors. Each side has fireplaces, so it insulates it.
It's interesting.
But because it does get here ridiculously hot and humid, you
Right.
want that breezeway.
Well, it's just like nowadays you think about, people robbing you or,
Yeah.
coming into your home. So it's like people had a free
Well,
access to your home, kind of. But
yeah, but
these were locked. So, I mean, but they didn't have, I'm sure they didn't have crime. Like,
they had crime. I mean, but if you read like Little House on the Prairie, I'm doing
Sure.
a big program on Little House on the Prairie. They talk about the way they locked their door is they pulled, if they had a rope latch on the outside, they pulled that through
Sure.
the inside. I mean, could you knock down that door very easily? Yes, and you could.
is this like somebody's kid that
that
lived
is
here?
Mrs. Seal.
Oh, okay.
So, the Davies who lived here, they were one of those families that kept moving west and west and west as more and more land opened up for white settlement. By which I mean white settlement, they stole the land.
Sure.
Which is, if you read about how this land opened up for white settlement, it is quite obviously stolen. But she was part of the family that stayed in Virginia. So this branch of the Davies moved west and west and west. Her branch stayed in Virginia. And the piano actually belonged to her, and that is why she is there.
Nice.
A lot of people will tell me she looks demented. I can't really see it, but
I mean,
I can understand, but I don't really see it.
Paintings back then were kind of...
Oh, I don't know if they're open, but if the Woodruff Fontaine is open downtown, they have a huge paranormal tour that they do. That they have a picture of a kid who, I can't remember if it's either that the kid, that it was a pre-made body that then they just painted the head on, or if they painted the body first, and then by the time they got to paint the head, the kid was already way older. But it's like a baby body with a toddler's head.
Oh.
It is the creepiest looking
That
thing
is kind
I've
of
ever
creepy.
seen.
Sorry, that's a little weird.
They've got it right on a landing, so you come up the stairs, and it's right there, and you're like, oh, okay.
Who does that? And they used to do weird stuff, back then. Like,
Yeah.
somebody would pass away, and they would pass away, and people would, pose their family members with the dead family member. I mean, I guess.
Also, take clippings of their hair and braid hair jewelry. And that was something they wore for the rest of their life to memorialize them.
I mean, I could see that first, then taking a photo with your. I don't know. I mean, I guess.
If you think about it, most of the people would have been maybe photographed once or twice in their life. So if you've never had a painting done of your kid, if you've never had a photograph done of your kid, you want to remember them. So
That's a true story. This is what I think my grandpa used to have, one of the viewfinders, the old viewfinders.
So this is actually a stereo opticons. This was the original viewfinder.
Yes, I think he had one of these.
You do this. In there, and then you'd look through there, and it brings the view together.
See? Ooh.
I'm not sure if it'll work.
A little big. See out of one eye. That's right.
Yeah.
This guy, he looks like he had a rough life. He looks mad.
So yeah.
He looks super mad.
It's mad in every sense of the word. So this is James Baxter Davies. He and his brother, Logan Early Davies, were the two Davies brothers who bought this house. They bought it from the Roysters. The Roysters were the ones who enlarged the house from the one-room cabin into the dog
Okay.
hut. They bought it in 1851, and they lived here all their lives. It's pretty rare, but they held the land and the house in common all their lives. So they both lived here and worked the same land all their lives together, which again is pretty rare. But when the Civil War broke out, James went and he fought. He did fight for the Confederacy. He went and fought, and Logan stayed home and took care of the land and everything.
He had the good end of the deal.
Yeah.
That's.
So when James did come home, he came home with what we would say is severe PTSD.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
They just said he was dangerous and disturbed.
Yeah, he looks disturbed.
And one of the ways that it sort of manifested was that he threatened to kill his second wife many times.
Oh.
So his second wife was actually the sister of his first wife, Almeda. So that was one of his sons, William Little,
okay.
and then his brother Gus were James's two sons. They were born before the Civil War. And then after the Civil War, James came back and married his first wife's younger sister, Paulina. She already had a kid. So it was very much a marriage of convenience. You take care of me, I'll take care of your kids. But he kept threatening to kill her. And then he actually tried to kill her.
Oh.
And then his sons he actually got a gun at one point and tried to shoot her. His sons wrestled away the gun. And he actually went and got a knife and slit his own throat. But
Here?
Yeah, here on the property.
You know what that means, guys.
He's actually not one of our ghosts.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
You never know. Because he's angry.
Well, so we've had a medium come through, and we've had paranormal researchers come through, and they say that Will is one of our ghosts.
Will?
And then Fanny down here is one of
Oh,
our
Fanny.
ghosts as well. But yes, he actually survived having his throat cut. If you look at the picture of him here, he's wearing a funky it looks like a funky beard.
Yeah.
It's actually a collar of fur that he wore for the rest of his life to hide the scars.
Oh.
But then
Wow. Okay.
So then Paulina basically said, yeah, I want a divorce, and she got a divorce, which is pretty rare. But we have their divorce proceedings down our archives, and it's basically every neighbor in the neighborhood coming in going, yeah, she needs a divorce, give her a divorce, he's crazy.
Really?
But it worked out for Paulina. She actually married her divorce lawyer, so she was good.
That's how you did it back then. Everybody in the town just was like, y'all shouldn't be married anymore. That seems really easy.
I mean, it wasn't, because divorces were very rare for the time, but it just...
I suppose. It's not like today and people just stuck it out and worked it out and figured it out, I guess, so... Or probably down the pond on the family maybe or something like, oh, once you're married,
Yeah.
Right.
So Fanny is our other ghost. She is married to Logan. So they were married shortly before the Civil War, and then they had two children, one of which is Gilly over here.
Gilly?
with
He
the
looks kind of
marvelous
crazy.
Mustache.
Mm-hmm.
So she was here during the Civil War, and she was basically taking care of her two kids, her brother's two kids, William and Gus.
Oh, Lord.
And then
okay.
a lot of nephews and nieces who were actually sent east from the fighting, to get away from the fighting.
Okay.
So she was taking care of the house, the kids, as much as she could around here as she could. And basically she died right after the Civil War, 1866, I believe it says.
So I wonder why his ghost is not here. I mean, him being so angry, you would think that he would be here.
I mean, I'm kind of grateful. The only, so that's actually about the church.
The Holy Innocents. I was like, that's not the Bible.
No.
That's okay.
So basically, what we say is that the only time we have activity from Fanny or Will is when something is happening to the house.
Okay.
So if you are cleaning something, or you're renovating something, or you're redoing something, then that's when you have things happen.
Okay.
So if you come in and you say, this is what I'm doing, this is how long it's going to take, this is why I'm doing it, it is to preserve and protect the house, you're good. So
Okay.
if I'm moving anything from a room...
Just say, hey, I'm trying to make this look nice, you
Yeah,
know. Okay.
we'll be here until this time. We're going to be telling these stories. It's to make more money for the house, and we can preserve it and continue to be here. And that's just something I do to try to keep things from not getting
Yeah, I hear ya.
So the rug actually was made by the Davies women, so in that
Oh, wow.
1851 to... And it also might have been made by slave women, we do not know. We just know that it was made for this room, and it is original to this room. So it is a rag rug, so you can see the width of the loom in the 3 sections.
Yeah.
Here. And basically it would have been any bits of fabric that you could not use for its original purpose any longer, so clothing, bedding,
Sure.
anything like that would have been torn into tiny strips and then woven on a loom. Have you ever done any weaving?
It's cool.
Okay, so
Like
the amount
little
of
yarn?
time this would have taken,
Yeah, I can't imagine.
it is mind.
And those are little. Like, it's not like the stuff we use in school, guys, where it was the big pieces of yarn. This is like
Yeah.
tiny. This would have took forever.
It would have taken a very long time.
This is the original bed.
Yes.
That is so cool.
So the interesting thing about these 3 pieces are that they're made to be slotted together and pulled apart.
Like, it's so like sturdy. We don't even have. Do you know how much this bed would be now? Oh my gosh. You'd be spending quite a number of thousands of dollars for this bed.
So if you see the dovetail here, where the chest joins together,
Yeah.
it's all sort of like that. When you think about it, for pioneers, if they're bringing everything they need with them in a wagon, they want things that can be pulled apart and laid flat in the bed of the wagon. They also don't want to have to bring a lot of nails. Nails are very heavy and very bulky for the amount of them you would need for anything. So you want things that can just be slotted together rather than nailed together.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a bigger master bedroom than most of us would even have today. You'd have to, considering it did look very big on the outside, like you said, once you get in here it seems bigger. This bedroom is pretty big. This would be like a mansion, kinda, now, because my bedroom's not this big.
Yeah. This is a Victorian mourning shawl. So mourning habits in the 1800s were incredibly severe. So for the first year of mourning, generally you didn't even leave your house. You wouldn't wear something like this. This is too ornate. You would have worn something very plain and black. If you did leave your house, and generally the really only acceptable reason to leave your house was for church. And in that time you would have only worn a veil over your face, because the idea is you're so upset and so
Sure.
grief-stricken that you don't want anyone to look at you. You're so hideous looking, basically.
That's just crazy that people took, the loss of somebody. It seems more important than
Yeah.
they do today. Like, now it's like, people mourn, obviously, normally, but to actually show that for...
We actually had a really good exhibit here, I think 2 Halloweens ago, where we had a bunch of mourning memorabilia. So the hair jewelry, clothing like this, pieces of jewelry with jet
Sure.
and everything, and pictures. And it was very much a social stricture that, this is what you did to prove sort of your morality, that you're mourning because you're a good person and
Right.
you mourned.
Have you ever had a paranormal encounter in here?
Yes,
Have
and
you?
actually, this is a
Actually?
good point
That's
to
pretty
actually,
cool.
actually do that.
The
Okay, so you
stairs
see
up
this
there,
book?
guys. Okay, so this book...
This book is Goody's Lady's Book. We like to say that this is Fanny's favorite book. It is always open to this page, and no matter where you turn it, how you try to change it, it will come back to this page eventually.
That's cool.
So a lot of times we'll actually see sort of a divot right here, so it looks like someone laying in bed. So we like to say that Fanny likes to come here and read when no one else is here. But I wanted to use this book in a exhibit, so I wanted to take it from this room to another room to have it open for an exhibit to talk about sort of women's magazines and what they did and all this stuff. It was I really liked the idea for the exhibit.
Sure.
So I took this book and I moved it down there. I did that one afternoon, and the next day I came in, that picture of her, so in the right-hand corner, right-hand column, that picture of her was shattered off the wall.
Really?
It was the only thing disturbed. So basically that picture that you see of her right there was face up right here with glass on top of it. I do not know how that you would get the picture face up with glass on top of it.
No.
So I called everyone who works here, which is 4 people, so it really didn't take long. But I said, hey, have you been in the house? Did you see anything? Did you do anything? And each person said, nope, haven't been in it since before you went in yesterday. So yes, it was shattered off the wall.
It is weird. You think there's the
Nothing
glass
else
all
was
over?
disturbed.
No.
There was glass. There was glass on the floor. There was glass, but there was glass on top of the picture.
Yeah.
So if something did it naturally, the glass would be on
Yeah.
the bottom. So I don't know how it would have fallen like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
So yeah, I was a little freaked out by that, but I really, really wanted to have that exhibit. So I said, Fanny, look, I really like this exhibit. This is what it does. This is how long it is. I will put it exactly back where you want it at the end of this exhibit. Just let me have this. Let me do this. And had no other problems. I cleaned it up. I got a new pane of glass and everything went back. But I made sure that when I was done with the exhibit, I put it back the exact day that I said I would.
She's just being a typical mom, homeowner type stuff, I guess. You know, at least she's not mean, though.
That's, like I said, it's not like vindictive or mean or
No.
anything like that. It's literally just you're messing with my house.
Yeah, leave my house alone. So I'm getting a headache in here and like a heavy feeling, like it's hard to breathe. I know it's a little humid in here today, but definitely.
So this is the girls' room. It has always been painted blue, and that is because before 1940, blue was considered a girl's color and pink was considered a boy's color.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
blue
crazy.
was delicate and dainty, and it's supposed to be like water, you know, flowing and delicate and everything like that. So that's what a girl should be.
That's
Boys,
crazy.
had pink because red was close to pink, which was a manly color. So pink was for little boys.
Who said guys can't wear pink?
Yeah.
She's.
Well, actually, I heard it's been suggested that one of the reasons that started switching was because Hitler used pink triangles to designate homosexuals in the Holocaust.
True.
It started swapping. I'm not saying that right.
That does make sense though.
Well, and it's
It
one
really
of those
does.
things that, you know, I've never seen a source for, but a lot of people have suggested.
It would make sense though. It would definitely make sense. So then it just gave that stigma to that color. Yeah,
So
that
if you've
does
heard the
make
saying, sleep tight and don't let the bed bugs bite, it comes from a bed like this. So this is a rope bed. So every night, for this bed, you'd have to pull on the ropes. And generally there'd be multiple children who would sleep in one bed. So it'd probably be one of the children's job each night to pull the ropes. And it sort of works like tightening your shoelaces.
Okay.
If they're loose. So you start at one end and you pull a little bit, pull a little bit, pull a little bit until you've got a lot of slack and you tie it off. This is because you want to sleep tight. If those ropes are tight, you sleep on a level, which means all these kids can spread out.
Sure.
If they're loose, they all just fall to the middle. You don't want to be that close to anyone when you're sleeping, especially at this time of year.
Okay, guys. So she was just telling me that all these little figurines or whatever you want to call them would be what a salesman would bring with to sell you these items. So it's kind of interesting. Instead of like we just bring a vacuum, he'd probably bring a miniature vacuum.
I'm also going to point out this quilt while you're
This
recording.
quilt?
So this is called a log cabin style quilt. That's, you see here, this is a log cabin. And if you find a log cabin style quilt with a black center, there is quite a lot of research that shows that often designated a safe spot on the Underground Railroad. That would not have been here. This was, like I said, the home of slave owners. That would not have been here.
Sure.
We don't know where this quilt came from. We found it wrapped around a piece of furniture in an outbuilding. So we have no idea where it came from. But there has been a lot of research that shows that when you find a quilt in this pattern with a black center, it would be...
So it's like a map.
Not really. It would have been like a signpost. Like if it was safe that night to stay there in that location, you'd put it out front, and someone could come in if they were traveling by.
Okay. That's crazy.
So if you would like to go out and on the balcony, I can let you do that.
Oh yeah.
It's locked.
Oh, it is locked. I should probably look at that part.
And I
Not
will stay
assuming.
here because occasionally it will shut and lock itself, and we don't have to jump from those balconies.
Oh, it shuts and locks itself, huh?
Okay.
Somebody's trying to keep you out there.
I've gotten a couple calls for that.
Oh wow. This is the original porch?
No, this
Or
has
no?
been redone.
Oh, okay. But there was a porch here,
There was.
just safety wise.
Well, patent medicines in the 1800s were completely wild. There was no regulating body, there was no oversight at all. You could claim it, anything did anything, and you just basically winged it.
That's crazy.
I mean, yeah, not only do you have things like cocaine drops marketed to kids for coughs.
Oh, Lord.
I mean, you had things that did not do anything at all, that were saying that they cured tuberculosis while also curing your baldness if you rubbed it on your head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is.
Throat wafers.
It was really crazy.
Antiseptic causes. That's crazy.
Then you got other things that are much older than you think, like Vaseline. And there's also a Vicks container in there.
Oh, where's the Vaseline?
It's right
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
It's the Vaseline, guys. Can't really see that. Oh, there you go. And then what was the other container?
There should be a Vicks in here.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Vicks. Interesting. Oh, dental wear. Brush
Yes.
up my teeth.
That always grosses kids out so much.
Ew.
This is the mini manor. So Miss Ellen, who was our founder, the last of the Davies, had like 20 jobs in her life. One of them, she was a principal for a local high school. Some of her students made her this replica of her house, which I guess is what you did before the internet. You just
Sure.
made replicas of the house. But it's good to talk about how the manor has changed over the years, because there are some differences to the manor today. If you look here, it is still in its original dog trot form. You can see all the way through.
Ah,
And then
hold on.
it's also in what is called a Juliet balcony, which is different from what we have today. We actually saw older pictures of the manor that had the full balcony, so we restore it to what it would have been like originally, rather than the Juliet balcony that got put on at some point.
Sure.
We're also, if you look back here, missing a third wing, which is where we now have our bathrooms today.
Huh.
So it should be right here.
That's crazy. Is anybody home in there? Nobody's home.
Nope.
No.
For which I'm grateful.
Yeah, I don't think you'd want little miniature people
Nope, nope.
rolling around here. Maybe like the Indian in the cupboard.
Yeah.
Indian in the cupboard. Love that movie.
So this is an Edison player. So this is from 1904. So if you think about it, this is the first type of recorded music. So anytime before this, like for the hundreds of years we had music, before this, you needed to have someone there playing music for you. This was the first that you had it recorded. So if you feel this, you can feel the striations in the wax. That's what the needle would have read.
Yeah.
Come out. So it does have a horn that would have come out like this. We do have the
yeah.
horn, but people kept knocking into it and knocking it over, so we took it off so that they didn't get that anymore. But people didn't like the horn, they thought they were ugly, so they made this. This is a Victor Victrola. So the music comes out down here. So that gets rid of the horn, and this is actually the first type of volume control. You can have it louder or softer. Anytime before this, I mean, if you wanted that to be quieter, you had to put it in another room. So this is the first type of volume control, which kind of blew my mind. I always assumed everything had volume control.
Yeah, that's weird.
So this is 1917. So if you think about from 1904 to 1917, you're already at records, you're already at the volume control.
Yeah.
Then by 1980s, you have cassette tapes. In 1990s, you have CDs. And by 2000s, you have
That's crazy.
streaming. So within 100 years, you go from the first ever type of recording music to
It's actually
streaming
pretty
it.
impressive.
It is.
Kind of some creepy
It's actually-
stairs. Kind of like basement stairs.
And when you go down them, I will tell you the story associated with them. But
Oh.
you must go first.
Oh, I will go for. Oh, Lord. Okay.
There is a story.
Oh. Making me nervous now.
As long as you go first, there's no problem. So the story is that we had a group come through who, I think they were a reenactor troupe, that they were doing a reenactment out on the grounds, and they were in here taking a tour. And so the last guy up there, everyone else was down here, he wasn't coming down. So eventually someone from down here yelled up, "Come down, you know, we gotta finish this." And the guy says, "I can't, he won't let me." So he said that every time he came down to the third step from the top, he felt a hand on his shoulder pulling him back. So someone finally suggested that he go to the other stairs. So he did. He went to the other stairs, and went downstairs, and went out the door, and would not come back in. So how long he was with that reenactment troupe, he never came back in. So we always try to make sure that the docent is the last person down the stairs, so that you don't have any repeats.
Seriously, got a headache, guys. I want to do a spirit box and see if we can get a hold of James and Fanny. But there's another family here, so Maybe I'll just picture. Is that the picture of the?
So yeah, this is the oldest picture we have of the manor. The original.
Okay.
This is a replica, but the original is from 1875. So you can see it's still in its original dog trot form. Has the full balcony. That's why we restored it. We saw that it had the full balcony.
Sure.
So this is where we are in the dining room. This is not the kitchen. That would have been what is called a summer or prep kitchen.
Okay.
So that wouldn't have been where any cooking was done. They would have done cooking in a separate detached building, which makes sense if that's where the fire is going. If it
Sure.
breaks out, you want to burn down one room, not the whole structure. So that would have been where you would have plated stuff. You would have done whatever non-cooking you would be doing for a meal. I'll also point out you have Dr. Will just creeping in the foreground.
Oh, I didn't even see that. What the heck?
Yeah, like I say, creeping in the
Wow.
foreground.
Guys were kind of creepy looking back then. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I mean, they all kind of have this like creepy.
Okay, come here.
I mean, you didn't even offer me a slice of pie.
Okay,
I'm-
look at yeah, you
I'm just
have
kidding.
called a sugar chest. It is my favorite piece in the house. So this is where the woman of the house would have had the one key for it and would have locked up any sugar, coffee, and tea. Sugar, coffee, and tea were expensive luxury items. They could not be grown here, so they had to be imported. They're
Okay.
also status symbols. So if you had people over and you didn't offer them coffee or tea, and you didn't offer them sugar with that coffee or tea, it sort of showed that you didn't belong, that you weren't of the correct class.
Yeah, you're not
to
good enough
have-
for.
No, you're not rich enough to have this, so you obviously don't belong.
Alright guys, so we are going to let her give another tour and we're just going to go off on our own. So once everybody is gone and everything like that, we can try to do the spirit box in the master bedroom. But I'm glad that you guys could come with me on this adventure because, again, this is a part of history. And the fact that this house is still here in its original condition, other than some of the, furniture and things like that that have been donated, most of this stuff is original. So over here they got the spinning wheel, and she said the small spinning wheel that we saw in the actual master bedroom was used for like linens. That's more like a linen spinning wheel. This would have been the big cotton spinning wheels that the slaves would have used. Just keep hitting stuff. There you go, George Washington. Oh, look at the Tennessee Historical Commission right there, guys. We are going to be going out here also. This is so cool. These are all the original buildings, guys. This is crazy. What is this? A wood, an auger. Foundry tools. I don't know. This stuff's neat to me. Maybe I'm a nerd, but I don't know. I think you guys would really enjoy this. And if you're ever down in Memphis, definitely stop here because they actually only charge $5 to get in here. I donated a little extra. They did say they were thinking about raising their prices, but they should. You know, you can't put a price on history. So most places I see like this are like $20 to get in. So definitely come down here. It is so worth it. It's definitely worth it. So I'm going to start over here by this little home. Now, again, we don't have her with because we went a little over, guys, but I am going to assume that these are the slaves' homes. I was actually very surprised when she said that families back then only had like 30 slaves. Like that was kind of crazy. Like, I don't know, in the movies they make it look like they have so many, but I guess not. But then she said again, this is middle class, so yeah, it's pretty interesting. We'll see what this is. Now the house isn't that big, so well, these are locked, but that's okay. What is this? The Moses cabin, occupied by Moses Fraser Jr., a sharecropper, employee of the Davies family, born in 1885, Corinth, Mississippi. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Didn't have indoor plumbing or running water. Small wood burning stove. It's under development, but you guys can see in here. It's actually bigger, guys, than what I thought. I thought that maybe, I don't know if you guys can. maybe it would have been the size of that one little first room. But it's actually bigger than I thought. There's some plates. Looks it's kind of hard to see in here, guys. Oh, there's actually an open. Oh, this is odd. But let's see. Oh, I thought it was open on the bottom. Oh, some spider webs. You know, like it, this spider. Well, I can't really see in there, but. And they actually got some trails and stuff that you can go down here in. You see that? The house. Just see right underneath there. Look at this, guys. It's an old school bonfire. Looks more like a teepee type of bonfire to me, I think. Okay. You know, I probably should do the spirit box out here too, because granted there were people that passed away there, and they've had some paranormal teams here, but I'm sure they mostly focused on the house. But as we know, there were a lot of deaths when it came to slavery, and they weren't given the most attention when somebody was sick, things like that. I wish I could get into these buildings, because I'm pretty sure if we did a spirit box, it probably would be very interesting. Here we are at looks like they're still restoring some of these. So that means if they're restoring these guys, this is the original. Wow, this is all real. Like, wow, the original items. Those look like canned goods. I don't know what that is. A mail. Looks like they got some mail in there. I mean, this is all the original stuff, guys. Like, they haven't even touched this stuff yet. Hasn't even been restored. That is insane. So here it looks like some actual farming equipment. She did say that they were farmers. I'm not a farmer, so I don't really know what some of this stuff's called. I apologize. We don't have our tour guide either, but I'm not really sure. I mean, farmers of cotton, but she said they farmed other stuff. Now this looks like, I'm actually really excited about this. This looks like maybe like main slave quarters, something. Not really sure. Here's a well. We got a well though, guys. Look at that. Oh, well. Click around the Gotten cabin. Now, this is almost like she was saying the big house. So there's the big house over there. It's just like the movies. And this is very open. Like, there's a little rocking chair. It's built from 100-year-old logs. Can't really see that, guys. By Dr. and Mrs. Nicholas Gotten. Was given by them for the employment of the people of Shelby County. Whew. It is hot in Memphis, y'all. Super hot. No trespassing. I'm gonna try this spirit box here. Maybe, I'm not sure if anybody passed away here, but this Dr. and Mrs. Gotten, I'm not sure. This was dedicated to the memory of them, so 100-year-old logs in 1948, so let's see here. Wow, this house is making a lot of noises. All of a sudden, I just hear something on the roof, guys. Like a thump on the roof. I don't know if you can hear that. Like somebody's walking around. Look. Oh my God, dude, look. Stairs. It sounds like somebody's walking around, but there's nobody up there. I don't know if you can hear. What do you guys see up there? Hello? Is there anybody up there? have a spirit box with me. Would you like to communicate with me? Maybe say hi? Hello? Is that you up there making a noise? If you are, can you make that noise again? If there's a spirit present, could you make a noise? Let me know that you're here. Could you tell me your name? Is that you making that noise up there? Can you make a noise for me? I heard you up there. Are you up there? Okay, the spirit box isn't as active. I don't know if I got anything, but I am telling you. Now there's creaking. I didn't know there's gonna be creaking because these are old, but there was a thump. Dude, somebody is walking up there. I hear somebody walking up there. It's not like a creak when a old house is creaking. It's like a creaking house when somebody's walking up there. Hello? See, that's normal creaks. Okay. Can you guys see anything? I can't see up there. Okay. Hello? I see in there. If there's a spirit in there, can you knock back? If there's a spirit anywhere here, can you knock? Okay. No, I'm here by myself. Which I'm fine with. That was definitely something walking up there. And you can't get up there. I'm trying to see if I saw something maybe in the windows. It's too bright. This would be a lot better at night. I bet you this is a great place to come at night. I'll put the link to their website on the bottom. So as I'm walking up here, I hear it again. There's a door back there. That leads to something. Oh, it's the back porch. I don't know why I'm whispering. The windows are open. That's kind of weird. Maybe so it's not so humid up there. I don't know. I mean, it's already sitting on the elements, so I don't know why the windows would be open. And then this door is cracked up there a little bit too. So I don't know. Maybe looking right on the front lawn. Don't know if you can see them. Right on the front lawn of the plantation. Sorry, it's so shaky. I'm walking. Okay. They're right on the front lawn. They look like statues. They don't even care. Alright, so these deer are still here. Oh, I'm sweating my butt off, guys. I apologize. Let me wipe this screen off a little bit. Everything's fogging. The deer are still here. Look at this. It's so crazy. They're still here. Oh, here's the manor. 1974 photo. Hope you guys are getting it already. Black cherry. The old birdhouse. People, I'm sure, sat here. Back in the day, they probably sat here. They were like, hey, this is comfy. Look at these deer. Look at them. Hi, guys. Hi. Hi. Oh, they're so cute. Hi, I'm not gonna hurt you. Don't run. Oh, well, we lost our friends. Okay, bye. Nice meeting ya. Alright, I'll go back here. Here's the side of the house. This was that extra house built on, they were saying. Looks like this is probably the old garden. Oh, he started working here in the Bernie, the 1960s. Ellen Davies Rogers hired during the earliest years the log house functioned as a museum. That's pretty cool. Look at these plants. What the hell is that? Anybody know what those are? I'm not a plant person. Look. Oh, it's a bell. That's probably calling everybody to dinner. Or maybe when the slaves had to get up, maybe start their day, I'm not sure. This looks like, look at this, guys, this is so cool. This is like an old outhouse. Shut up. Look at this. An original, oh, there's a lot of spiders and stuff. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that is so cool. That is so cool. Look like, what the hell? Look at all the chickens can't say hi. My name is Sugar. I'm from GoGetEmm Paranormal team in Wisconsin. Where y'all from? Oh, okay. Your name's okay, Bernie and Andrew. And then, oh, Delilah. Okay, nice to meet y'all. I don't think the spirit box is gonna work here. I have a specialty in talking to chickens and animals, so I don't think they're gonna be able to talk to the spirit box, guys. All right, well, I'll see you later. It was nice talking to y'all. So what's up with your feet, man? What's going on with this? There's some shoes, special shoes you got on there, buddy. Look at y'all. I don't have any food, guys. I wish I did. Oh, I would have brought you some. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. What's the matter? Oh, you got some funny sneakers on too. What's your funny sneakers? You got them all whites on. Okay. I see y'all. Well, I gotta go. I can't stay here forever. It was really nice meeting you, though. I don't think they want me to leave. Kind of breaks my heart. I feel like they're like, Sugar, come back. Come back. We're so bored. Nobody talks to us. I mean, I'm not bored, but I'm bored. Kind of. But, so I came to do something. Oh, look at this. This is, wow. This is nice. I mean, I wonder what they used this for originally. I'm not really sure. It's got a little bench. Huh. It's got a little boat. Some goats. Oh my god, that's so cute. Oh my god. Hi. Hi. Oh, hi. Hi. Oh, you guys are cute. I see you got little toys and stuff. Oh, I know. Oh, you guys are adorable. Well, okay, it was nice talking to you. They weren't us talking to the chickens. Why is it every time I leave, everybody want to talk? Okay. Well, I'm gonna see how far this tour is going. Right now it's 4:22, so kind of past the time, but I really appreciate you guys coming with on this adventure, and I hope you enjoyed it. Wasn't really a paranormal video or a ghost video, but it was a part of our history, guys. So thank you for coming with. I really appreciate it. I'm sweating here. Please hit the like button. Oh, it's so odd. Please hit the subscribe button. We got a lot more content coming on. We're gonna be going to the Sheboygan Sale Asylum soon. As soon as stuff starts opening up, guys, every time I inquire about doing something, everybody says, well, it's closed for COVID, closed for COVID. So, unfortunately, we're stuck outside right now. So, but that's all right. We can get all the roads and the cemeteries and things like that out of the way, abandoned buildings, things like that, and then work on the inside. So, and I do have some friends who are wanting me to come to their home, things like that. I got another home that I'm looking into right now which can be a little dangerous, so I'm trying to get everything in order before I do that. Alright guys, so I just got back from the Davies Plantation, and I was going through my footage, and I did 2 spirit boxes, one in the master bedroom and one in the boys' bedroom, and I have neither of the 2 footages. I don't know what the hell's going on with my phones, man. Either I forgot to hit record, which I highly doubt, but it could happen. But both times, and then also, or either I should say, sorry, or either something didn't want me to record there. I know I heard leave, and I know I heard go, and then I just kept saying like, well, I'm sorry, you know, if you don't want me to be here. I just wanted to thank you for the tour, you know, Fanny, James, and everybody. So I don't know if I got anything else, but I'm really super bummed out about it because I don't know if I got anything else. But I guess if they didn't want me to record it or take the footage home with me, then it is what it is. It's their house, so sorry about that, guys.